Richie, I may disagree with your political opinions, and I might disagree with things that you say, but I can peacefully coexist with you, right? Can't I? Can't I? Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it gets all very a bit fucking... Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just... Number one, let me just set my stall out here. The table is a bit dirty. Okay. Number two, I'm worried now that my leg is going to be shaking. I don't know. I've got fucking shaky leg syndrome. I've always had it. I just do it all the time. But I'll try and be aware of it. I was thinking maybe I should tie my leg down. Anyway, so that's one thing. Number two, do you want to introduce... Let's start the podcast, Daniel.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring David McSavage and special guest Richard Sheehy.
And welcome Richard Sheehy and my prince, young Daniel Andrews. He is a beautiful mixture of gentleness and viciousness.
Batman or something.
Batman. He's Batman. Oh, yeah, that's true. Batman. Very good, Richie. Oh, it's nice to have a comedian on. It's refreshing. Somebody who can think on their feet. Oh. Spontaneous. Loves it.
Oh, it's so cool what we do, like it.
Yeah, Richie. Well, just for people who aren't aware of you. I mean, I'm aware of you, but I'm not. It's a funny thing. Anyway, can you just tell us how you came to national prominence? Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I did a fucking video for like Liverpool Football Club. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I did a video kind of in the character of this kind of dumb Scobie guy from Cork.
How long ago was this?
It's a long time ago, like 2018.
Okay.
And I was just doing it to mock kind of typical Liverpool fans in Cork of that kind of a character. It just went pretty big.
And where was that, on TikTok or?
It was on YouTube. It was pre-TikTok. None of those fake TikTok views.
Yeah, right. And can you? Well, Daniel, you're into Liverpool and all that rugby or football stuff. You know, yeah. Daniel and Jack are. Who do you support?
Well, I support Man United.
Who does Jack support?
Yeah, he supports Man United as well. Yeah.
I mean, I knew that, but anyway. So, are you aware? I mean, obviously you're aware now, but do you know what Richie's talking about?
About Philip Coutinho when he was sold.
Yeah, the song that was like Salah did it.
Oh yeah. I think I know it. Yeah.
We can put up the video now. Yeah. So which was the one particular video that just had millions and millions and millions?
Yeah, I'll send you the link of it because there's like been loads of different re-uploads and shit, but there's one on YouTube that is like, one of the original ones is like 5 million. There's one that is more, but the one that's more was newer, and I think the original's always the best. And
I think the first time I saw you was in that strange place, City Limits.
Yeah.
And you were doing kind of properly musical comedy.
Yeah.
But do you still do that?
Oh, I do, yeah. No, I do musical and I do stand-up, and it's very different.
It's more stand-up now, is it, than...
No, I still do quite a lot of musical. It probably just depends on the length of the fucking set.
Musical comedians, Daniel.
Hey, it's not me and a ukulele, like, you know.
Say that again?
It's not just me and a ukulele. That's usually what musical comedy is.
But you have a very good singing voice.
Mm-hmm. I sure do, mate. No, yeah, I do. I don't know. I mean, fucking... Yeah, I do kind of... I suppose I think what's weird with the fucking Kevin Murphy is named the character of the Liverpool thing. It's so fucking different to the comedy that I do. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of more of a happy family kind of, you know...
The character that you played was a guy called Kevin Murphy.
Yeah.
Right.
And then obviously I think my actual comedy's very different, you know?
Yeah.
Like fucking...
But I mean, I guess it's nice that. Do you think that maybe not so much now, but for a while, people were literally just coming there because of the association with that character?
100%, yeah.
So if you didn't,
there'd be people in Liverpool fucking polos and shit, like, yeah. You know what I mean?
And you didn't do the gig as Kevin Murphy?
No,
right.
No,
but did you slip into the Kevin Murphy character?
Never really.
No,
I did.
But that's what they fucking want, you horrible man.
No, I'm like Bob Dylan or something. I'm gonna give them exactly what they don't want.
No, yeah, I know what you mean. I do. But if somebody shouts out the bull Mick, I just think, God love this guy. He's paid his money. Give him what he wants.
No, like people.
You're quite a horrible person.
I mean, I am, but not because of that. No, when I meet people normally I'm sound, I'll do the fucking song for them or whatever they want, like, as long as they're sound. But no, I don't really do it. I have done Kevin on stage, but only as like one and done random sets in like, fucking alternative comedy memorial society, one of those types of gigs where it's like an absurdist gig, and I'll just go and do like I did like an awards show as him. And it was just the type of thing where the crowd has no idea really what's going on.
But your songs are kind of really well thought out, and you're much more musical than I am, sir. You know what I mean? I just strum the guitar, but you're quite good at it. Where did you learn how to play?
Like I learned piano when I was a kid up until like grade 5, and then I just played bass for a while, and then to be honest, then it was like I think I was like 18. I just needed to start busking.
Did you have a crush on your piano teacher? I sound like that guy from the guy who interviews actors. What is it? Actors?
James Lipton.
James Lipton.
Yeah.
That's what you say. Like, she actually was a pretty cool girl.
What's your favorite word? Fuck off. Oh, Gene Hackman, you're so funny. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And I was referring to the fact that your name is quite unusual. She, he. Are they pronouns? She, he. Is it?
They are. Yeah.
And have you joked about the fact that you're yeah, sorry.
I know I have. Yeah, I have joked about it. I a lot of times I'll just do, just because obviously a lot of people just do a quick joke on their name. So I just a lot of times open gigs with a she he joke, saying I just say like my name's Richie Sheehy. I come from along and like transgenders.
Yeah.
And then I just go, it's just a joke about my ancestors. But
very good.
I did get banned from from a club for that. I didn't even do the transcestors part of it. I just got banned for saying my name is Richie Sheehy. I come from a long line of transgenders.
Stop it.
Yeah. No.
But that's kind of. Are you shaking your leg now?
Oh, I'm shaking my leg now. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're hitting the table.
I'm sorry. All right.
Richie, I find
I started getting mad.
Just hang on. No, but this goes back to what we're saying. Like, it's almost like I'm not looking to fucking Richie.
Yeah,
wait, just said let me speak on your behalf and let me advocate for you. I mean, here's a guy. I'm going to get emotional, folks. Right, young guy starting off, for Christ's sake, from the hard streets of Cork. And he's trying to pull himself up by his bootstraps. God knows what he's witnessed as a child. No, but okay, in seriousness, I mean, goodwill, good intention. It's something that popped into my head. Oh yeah, she, he, right? And also when you're walking on stage, you try to address what people might be thinking, and then you get it out of the way, and then you move on to your set. But also, I mean, the fact that people would object, because you say something that slightly doesn't align with, but it's not about fucking values, and we're comedy, we transgress, we play around with the line.
It's also not a hateful thing.
No,
there's nothing hateful. It's just it's my fucking name. I grew up with.
But how did they actually justify
it actually
or explain
was
it
incredibly lamely done. Now, in fairness, it was very, I will say, weaselly, absolute prime weasel behaviour. Because what happened was, this is like years ago, probably like around the same time, 2018. It was a fucking competition. I came up from Cork to do this stupid competition, and I opened with that, and then a comic that's on the competition goes, "Oh, fuck off," and heckles. Okay, so then I just kind of went into myself, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't actually mean anything by it," but my set's done at that point. Then it's fucked already. A 5-minute competition set. Yeah. So I come down after it, and then I'm talking to the lad that runs the place. He fucking 15 minutes talking to him, talking about Liverpool season because he's a Liverpool fan. Nothing said.
Right.
I went downstairs to have a pint with Brian Gallagher.
Lovely fellow
goddamn legend. Yeah.
Fellow Cork man.
He's from Limerick.
I know. Actually, I do know. Sorry, I know Brian very, very well. I've done tons of gigs with that. I can verify, folks. He is from Limerick, and his parents live in Limerick. And I just okay, sorry.
So yeah, no, I went down to have a pint with Brian, and I was like, I remember being like, "Oh, I'm going." Brian's downstairs to pint. Your man's like, "Yeah, cool." And then what happened was he deletes me from this group that had all the comics like in Ireland, are effectively on this group, and puts up this incredibly inflammatory lie of a post saying, "Hey, at I don't know, should I bother naming things because it doesn't."
No, don't.
But like. Hey, at whatever. Hey, at X comedy, we simply don't accept hateful material.
Yeah.
And then this is the best part. It's like new paragraph. We also don't accept, and then lists like everything that they do not accept, which is like physical and verbal attacks on bar staff and. Like, so anyone reading would go, what the fuck? Did you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think, I honestly, you know...
And there's like, stay safe and stay sound.
Oh, stop
the
it.
name and X, and it was like, oh, you weasel.
No, but it's bullying.
Yeah.
They, you know, because they're not risking anything by having a go at you, because you don't have a big team of people behind you. You're not a powerful... strong person. Well,
he's removed my right to
but I don't.
I
right, and I think
I am. I'm a weak man.
No, but it's you know, and you know, this idea of, you know, showing that you're virtuous or appearing, and it's not effective. And I think when comics turn on each other, it's difficult enough to be a comedian. And I mean, we have to fuck up. We will fuck up. But that kind of shutting each other down or having it, you know, chomping at the bit. Oh, look. And then, anyway. So, we're a very inclusive podcast.
I mean, look.
No, but anyway, I think also, you know, people are just figuring it out. And maybe that person, on reflection, probably thought, oh, I did fuck up.
Possibly, yeah. Possibly, yeah.
Okay, so you have to take the high road, Richie.
Yeah. Exactly.
Are you happy to take the high road? Not really.
What do you mean by the high road?
What are you doing, Richie? You're very fidgety. You're almost.
Sorry,
I'm fidgety as well. It's like two fidgety people.
Lucas
is he fidgety as well, Daniel? Is he moving around, Daniel?
Just going for his bottle.
I would fucking cancel him for the fidgetiness.
Well,
sorry,
your
we are
shaking.
I know, yeah, fuck. Jesus, how am I going to stop my leg? I don't need to shake my fucking leg. And what is it saying to the viewer? You know, that he's not really at ease. Well, guess what? I'm not fucking at ease. Okay, go up a fucking mountain and talk to a Buddhist. And by the way, those Buddhists. I remember somebody saying, and it's a very good point, Richie, and maybe you can identify with this. You know, these people who, you know, breathing techniques, and they go somewhere to a retreat for a year, and they're very centered. But those spiritual people are always very kind of passive aggressive. But anyway, they're all together, and then let's say they come back to Ireland and they go to a family gathering, and instantly all the shit that they've discovered about themselves is out the fucking window, and they're just back to, you know, the trauma. I mean, I'm just saying that families do trigger people, Daniel. Yes, sorry.
Do you have a lot of experience with spiritual people and.
Say that again, Richie?
You were just talking about the spirit.
Yeah, go on.
Like,
well, Hannah would describe herself as spiritual, would she?
And
a lot of those spiritual people, they're kind of, you know what I mean? They're like kind of angry or something.
Oh, well, I'll tell you
on.
a good one. In Edinburgh last year, there's this one of our housemates was a very spiritual person, you know, lovely person, and then another one of my housemates was doing ketamine one night. All right.
I love the way you casually tell it. Anyway, go on.
So he was doing ketamine one night. I came in and I was talking to him for a bit, and then I was like, "What is up?" And I was like, "Oh, are you on something?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm on ketamine." So then she comes in, finds out he's on ketamine. Next morning, two of us are there. She comes in and she's like, "I'll just create fake names." She was like, "Oh, Paul, look, you were doing ketamine last night," and he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Look, you opened a portal, and I had to stay up all night to clear the spirits because you didn't close that portal. So if you could please not do ketamine in the house again." I'm like, how? You know, and like the lad, Paul, is literally just going, "Oh, really sorry." You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny. You know the way.
That's fucking. What are you talking about?
But if I really fancied a girl and I wanted to ride her, and she started talking about that, I'd be going,
"Oh, 100%."
Yeah, I'd be so. I'm so into those portals. Yes. And I have been that soldier. But yeah, no,
but it's the type of thing where it's like, it's almost like, oh, you've been doing ketamine, and then you go down to Aldi and you're fucking thinking like, oh fuck, I left the portal open. You know what I mean?
Right at the portal. Do you do that on stage?
No.
That's
no,
very
no,
fucking.
no,
That's
no.
a genius.
Yeah. Well, to be honest,
I left the fucking portal open.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, actually, I will. That's actually not a bad idea.
Well, I'm taking that one.
You can have it.
No, fuck that. Oh, I need. You need it more than I do, motherfucker. That's such a good joke, Richie. That's such a good joke. You heard it here first. Don't leave the fucking portal open. Brilliant. That's so good. Well, also, look. Here's the thing, and we want to talk about Filipino nurses in a second, but this points to like my beautiful ex-wife and mother of my son, my boy. I've abandoned my child. What film is that from? For fuck's sake,
there's a lot of stuff I'd watch now that has
there will be blood.
themes of that.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Abandoned children.
Daniel Day-Lewis. There will be blood. Richie, you should know this.
Yeah. Look, I was going on a totally different,
Anyway,
a different type of tube site.
So Richie, like Hannah is so nurturing, and I think they're very attracted to all that earthy kind of stuff, and it kind of makes sense because it aligns with that feminine sort of nurturing Earth Mother energy. And I think some women are so kind of like they're almost clairvoyant. They can just fucking see things. They're amazing anyway. But and that's why I think a lot of women are very attracted to all that sort of, yoga and spirituality and so on. So, and then guys are, I don't know, into fucking cars and, whatever. But anyway, so I was just in the hospital recently because my mother had a little bit of a fall and she got a bit of a heart condition, but she's okay. But a little bit of dementia, so she gets confused and all that. But she was in the hospital, and then when she goes into the A&E, there was this A&E nurse, and it's all, hi, I just want to adjust my mother's bed. I'll be in with you in a minute. Irish nurse, right? And by the way, Irish nurse, whoever you are, I'm here. This is not my fucking comfortable. I'm freaked out. I would assume you'd be on the same page. You know that people are in the A&E all freaked out. You think you'd have a bit of a bedside manner. So I'm kind of like immediately on the back foot, and then so I go into the cubicle where my mother is, and I start trying to adjust the bed myself, and then she comes in a few minutes later. Excuse me, what are you doing? I told you that I'd be here in a fucking minute. And I said, yeah, I know. You fucking told me you'd be here in a minute because I was there when you told me. And then my sister was there trying to, David, stop it. They're just doing their job. You're ruining it. You're ruining it for everyone. All this sort of stuff. And my mother's kind of half. And but then she got taken to this other place, and there was these nurses from the Philippines, and the diametrical opposite of so nurturing, so caring, so compassionate. All right, no problem. Da 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 da. Like little emotional Teletubbies, and as a child, like you want your parents to be surrounded by people who give a shit and care and have passion, and my God. It just struck me, like, these guys coming over here and taking our jobs. Thank God.
Yeah.
They're coming over here and taking our jobs. Because any far right or any woke, you'd want that type of vibe around your mom or dad in their last few years.
Yeah.
But really special people. And I wonder, Richie, what is going on in the Philippines? Richie,
they're industrious. I don't know. They're industrious. They work hard,
Well, there's a thing about work ethic, but there's also that just energy. They're so caring, or is it just is it a feature of the national consciousness? Just to be very decent or caring around people, or
that could be true as well, because even in Japan, the way that they had a toll road closed there last week. It wasn't working for 2 days, and then they were like, if everyone can just send in the money if you went through it, and then fucking 24,000 people did. You know what I mean? That would not happen in Ireland.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's so true, because I remember being in Tokyo, and I think I returned somebody's wallet in a fit of decency. This is when I was 24, 25, to the police station, right? And then maybe 2 weeks later, I had to leave my address. And 2 weeks later, I was staying in this little hostel place, and this little dude comes up, hi, and he brought me a little present.
Oh,
and sort of bowed. Lovely little, lovely little moment,
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. There's just a sort of a decency streak built into their DNA.
there is, 100%.
But that's different. That's different to what I'm describing. Richie, shit! I've started.
Hey!
Go on. But I'm talking about something different. I mean, I would say there's lots of Irish people who are hugely compassionate, very decent, blah blah blah. But there's just and industrious and have a work ethic. But there's something about Filipinas or O's or whatever Filipino people that they're like angelic. They're just something else. And thank God for the Philippines. And I'm saying this as the son of a mother who was sick in the hospital. And thank God they make the world. They're like angels.
Stop it, Richie. Richie, you've shit all over yourself.
I think the fucking... Look, I think you're talking about the ratty Irish nurse.
Yeah, go on.
I think, look, they're basically understaffed in a bad thing. And then they just constantly... They might have had compassion at the start. They just see this shit all day, every day, and now they don't give a shit anymore because they have to do too much.
Yeah,
and they're not happy with what they're getting paid either. So
I know that, Richie, and I agree with you. But in that moment,
I agree with you.
And then maybe, yeah. Well, do you think? Okay. Daniel,
no, because like
Daniel, do you want to jump in?
At the end of the day, the Filipino one still was sounder.
Yeah, way sounder.
She's doing and going through the same thing. So
I don't know. Just it's a kind of a slightly sacred fucking situation where you're in that A&E, and you would think you would have to be able to discern that you can see this older lady, and you can see that there are family members around her, and they're freaked out and panicked, and we're in a heightened sense of emotion, and you would think they choose, but instead it's.
Yeah, no, just...
I mean, I'd understand if you're working in a fucking abattoir. But again, that Irish thing...
He's also probably like, who does he think he is? That's that Max Savage guy.
Okay, well, it could be that. But I mean, it could be that.
Big TV star Max Savage.
Well, I don't know, Richie, but and then your natural inclination is to make excuses for her and to say well, it is. But that my sister was doing the same. Well, she's working and she's overstaffed and understaffed. Okay.
I still think
she's
wrong.
Maybe she should. Well, maybe you're right.
I'm just trying to explain why I think she's like that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And but I don't know. Anyway,
look, Filipino. We should look.
Or maybe I'm
only Filipino nurses.
Well,
from now on,
I'm telling you, this is what I think we should do.
Simon Harris or is
you and I, Richie, we should open a bespoke nursing home. Don't like that phrase, nursing home, just exclusively staffed by Filipino nurses, and just sell it to children, parents children of parents, they're really worried about, so we'll guarantee that there won't be any fucking.
That'd be great. We could have an entertainment wing and everything.
Because you see those kind of secret videos of nurses being horrible to patients with dementia.
Oh, yeah.
It's horrible.
Oh, fuck off! Pick it up! Shut the fuck up, mate!
Awful stuff, Daniel. Daniel, do you want to join in? I keep on digging holes from yourself.
No, you're doing fine.
Who's that phone? Who's turn off that phone? Okay, Richie, you're right. I look like a piece of shit. Happy now?
It's exactly what I was. That was my agenda for this whole day.
So, Richie Sheehy, she and he together. So you're heading off to Edinburgh. Can you kind of paint a picture? What does that involve logistically, going to Edinburgh? Doing the Fringe.
So,
and who are you doing it with?
I'm doing it with Mark O'Keefe.
Mark O'Keefe, who's also from Cork.
Also from Cork.
And he's slightly smaller than you?
He is smaller than me, yeah.
Does that make you feel better? Why does that make you laugh?
Because he's going to fucking freak at this.
Why?
Because he's actually not smaller than me. He just wears stupid shoes that have like no soles.
That's funny.
He wears like shoes that you can feel your feet as you're walking. So because you said to him the other night, you're like, oh, I didn't realise you're like kind of the same height. And he was like, I'm fucking tall.
Oh, yeah. So. He's an interesting character. I think he's potentially got a lot of talent or something. Or did he take a break or something? Or he's not ambitious? What's going on with him?
The last year he's actually got to a level of consistency that I'd never seen before. Because like before, I probably gigged him more than anyone else. and I'd obviously see him crush and kill and be class. And I don't know. I actually think it was like just. I think for a while he just fucking mentally hard to keep, because like he'd do a gig early in the day and he'd go, oh, but I can't do what I do at night in the middle of the day. And then I think he just something clicked. And in the last year, I've only ever seen him fucking murder. Like,
that's great.
He's like nine gigs out of 10 he's murdered.
Mark
O'Keefe at Mark's Okay on Instagram.
Oh, Mark's Okay, very good. Mark O'Keefe. Yeah, because I think I saw him a good while ago, and I thought, yeah, he's got a lot of potential. But then he kind of disappeared off the scene, and I think the feeling I got was, yeah, he just retreated a little bit. I mean, with that, this is purely anecdotal. I have no idea.
No,
I don't know anything about Mark.
He did the Australian festivals again this year.
Okay.
I did them with him last year, but he did them this year. And then he was just around in a lot of different places. He's been kind of traveling around.
See, it's so interesting, Richie, like what makes a successful comedian. And there's lots of components to the character required, and one of them would be sort of, interpersonal skills and, emotionally, and, drive. And obviously one of the most essential ingredients is being funny. So there are a lot of talented and funny people, but they're like me as well. I'd be missing other big chunks.
Oh yeah, I'm not great at admin, and Mark's not great at admin at all. I'm good at like graphics and video editing and some things that can help on some sides, or like some coming up with good ideas marketing wise, but actually fucking I need to make myself sit down for like an hour every day and just email people.
Well, what I mean is just that that way of being able to sell yourself to people who are running the festivals, or the commissioning editors, or the TV people, or the panel shows. Or there's a certain political.
I'm really not good at that. As in, like you're talking about that.
Is that confidence? You think, Richie?
No, I don't think it's confidence.
Well, are you not confident, Richie?
I'm punk rock, like
Are you punk rock?
I'm punk rock, like.
It's no good. What, Daniel?
Too cool,
Yeah.
Fuck everyone else.
So, okay, go on. So, you're heading to Edinburgh. So, just talk to the folks, two folks listening.
Heading to Edinburgh, doing 2 shows. So, logistically, basically, 25 nights in a row will be me and Mark doing 2 shows a day.
Jesus.
That will involve...
What do you mean 2 shows a day?
Like... We've a show that's at 11 p.m. and a show that's at 4 p.m.
It's the same show?
No, different show.
Sorry. And together you're doing 2 different shows?
Yeah, so the first show is like a split show where it's just each of us doing 25.
Yeah.
And then at night there's like, it's a comp show, but we'll still probably do, like, Mark will host some nights, I'll host other nights, and then one of us will do like probably a 10 to 20 spot on it, and we get like 1 or 2 other comics. But that one is more of a, it's called Diddy Party this year. So we're gonna like, I'll have like a video package. We'll make it like a big party.
Yeah.
Bring your own baby oil. We'll throw out baby oil. Like we'll make it kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
With like good AV and shit, and take the piss out of Diddy and anyone that's kind of, anyone that's in the fucking media now.
Yeah. What's the venue called?
The venue for that is Bar 50. It's at 11 p.m. And then our other one is called 2 Guys, 1 Pub.
Jesus Christ, that's going to be a serious amount of work. Have you done 25 nights in a row?
Yeah.
And can you explain to the audience what effect that has on you? And do you meet yourself like 15 days in, if you know what I mean? Where you get... Oh, can you describe that, like that feeling of being slightly burnt out or not burnt out?
Yeah, no, I'll tell you. Like, so last year I actually did 3 a day, and the fucking third one was the one that killed me because I had to do tech for it, and I had to do about an hour's work before each show. So it was fucking shocking. That really did burn me out. What I would say is, nearly every Edinburgh goes the same, where the first 10 days you're trying to be good so you don't drink, and you're like, no, gotta get my show together. I think by like day 15 to 18 is like when the comics are at their best, because they've got their show down, they're kind of riffing more, they're, it's still in good spirits. And then the last week, I think everyone just, like at least all the people I know, just go absolutely nuts. As in, like... Because like then you still, like, 'cause then you start probably drinking day 10, day 11, but then by the last week you're just like, oh, everyone's leaving, so then you're just constantly
It's
doing
so
whatever.
funny. Yeah, the first time I went to Edinburgh was 96, 97, and I was never a drinker until I went to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's hard to describe to people who aren't comedians, but like you can imagine, it's like if you were a wizard. This is like going to Glastonbury and there's a big wizards convention. It was like a comedy convention, and it blew my mind. You know, all these people that I'd looked up to for a few years, and there they were in the flesh, but I didn't feel worthy of approaching them.
Yeah.
Which was the correct thing.
Yeah.
I should have listened to, Richie. Don't approach them. Sit back. Don't make yourself known until you've got to the point where they fucking notice you.
100%.
Right. But then I felt compelled, and the only way, of course, to have the confidence to get drunk, and so I'd be drinking, and that kind of opened it closed the portal. That opened the fucking portal to alcoholism, and over a year, 2 years, I kind of, that dependency became a thing, and then and it opened the addictive thing to alcoholism. So I became like, that's the origin of my alcoholism. And then 2003 I finally stopped, thank God. But I do know what you mean. It's like, it's such an exciting and electric place to
class,
be when you're young, and this is like the very epicenter of stand-up comedy. I felt anyway. And you'd see shows and you'd see things that you just were so inspiring. And but then there's lots of just the drinking, and it's a Saturday night every night.
No, it is, and it's class because obviously it's load of comics. You do obviously spots on other people's shows throughout the day then, but like not every day or just days that you want. Some people flyer their own shows. I don't flyer anymore. Like, we just pay a lad from Cork. That's really good because it's just like.
Why did you say pay a lad from Cork? What did that have the point? What was the point in that?
Because I knew I was about to say that the person was really competent in what they were doing, so I liked putting in it there from Cork. You know what I mean?
Cork people have such a love of Cork. It's really quite odd, Daniel. Do you ever think about that?
Yeah,
there's I think there's definitely
so good though. It's so
there's
good.
definitely an historical reason. Well, when to hell or Connacht. No, that's not the same thing.
Well, we didn't wave the English in with Union Jacks. You know what I mean?
We did.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're Jack
I think that's what the Pale did. Yeah.
Well, I do think that definitely how we speak English, like my accent. If you were to read my tone, there's an abandonment of Irishness. It's almost I'm slightly ashamed of my Irish roots, and I'm facing towards England, and I'm almost sounding like I'm a little bit English. So God forgive me. But although I found out recently, well, I knew, but I'd forgotten. My grandfather, I had two grandfathers, Daniel. One was Paddy Cusack, who started the Frolics and Ballyjames stuff. I think that's where I got a little bit of musical talent from. Thank you. And then my other grandfather, Todd Andrews, was in the squad in 1922 during just before the Bloody Sunday in Croke Park. But he was sent out to kill a British intelligence officer. Todd Andrews. So he's in the IRA. So he probably saw a lot of murder and mayhem. But back in those days, people didn't talk about what they saw. But I'd say he carried around a lot of, fucking trauma. So I'm just saying, I might be a Jackeen, but he probably wasn't.
Yeah, and also,
Okay,
it's funny you saying you're not talking about his trauma, and then it's like what we do nowadays.
Go on,
like
go on.
One little shitty thing happens in comedy, and you're like, fucking this cunt.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Because this guy's watching people's heads get blown off, and he's just
that's
live
right.
with that now forever.
So, but it's just we all feel, well, thank God that we're freaking out about small stuff, and we don't. But that's an interesting thing, because I think a lot of, like, you often hear that World War I, World War II veterans, God knows what they experienced, what they saw, but they fucking never talked about it. Because I think they talk that they'd have pals regiments. So let's say we grew up together, we'd join the army, we from literally 1 week to the next, we're seeing shit that we can't believe. It must have been so traumatizing, and thank God most of us here in this country will never witness all that stuff.
Yeah, Jesus, I'm hopefully getting past the age, and if there's ever another world war,
How would you
I'll
be
find a way to not do it. You know,
How would you be in a war situation, Richie?
I'd have to be doing something like data or something. I couldn't be doing any of the fighting now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be good at it. Like,
you see, you probably could be. You mean you never know. You could be good at it without knowing. I mean, there could be a killer in you, but maybe not. There isn't a killer in me.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, but it's always those little fuckers who are, doing amazing shit. You know what I mean?
that's Japanese kung fu guys, though. That's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So anyway, okay. So you've got Edinburgh to look forward to, but that is the good effect of doing so many nights continuously. That it really does get you match fit by the end of it. But then you lose that. You get flabby again fairly quickly, don't you?
You do, yeah. And it's the thing. I actually need to try be good at admin now and just book a fuckload of gigs after the Fringe now. You know what I mean?
So what? By the way, how long have we been broadcasting, Daniel?
38 minutes.
And what do I usually say when I ask you that and you give me the answer?
Feels longer.
Thanks, Daniel.
Yeah.
Do you care?
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Hey, do you want to ask Richie Sheehy a question? Why is that funny?
No, I don't know. I mean,
do you have anything on the tip of your mouth, tip of your tongue, tip of your lips? Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Not at the.
It's funny. That reminds me. I have a mate. Well, and she doesn't know what she's about to say. She'll go, and she has no idea what she's about to say, but she started, as if she's had something that she wants to ask. So how, and still, even though she said how, I can tell that she doesn't know what she wants to ask. So she's just hoping that something kicks into her brain. How are, the way some people, they just...
Oh, you think she's starting to talk before she realises what?
She doesn't know what the fuck she's going. Anyway, that's the way. I do that sometimes a little bit, you know what I mean? I know, usually... Intolerant. I remember my father used to say that to me. You're very intolerant. You're very intolerant. And he used to call me, you're a terrorist. Because I used to bully my brother, God love me. You're a fucking terrorist. And I think, and then you'd hear about like actual terrorists, and I think, am I a terrorist? I probably was a little bit. I was a little tyrant. Anyway, did you? How about you? How many brothers and sisters do you have?
2 brothers, 2 sisters. I'm the youngest.
And
the baby.
What's the dynamic of the family like? Do you get on with the brothers and sisters? Moving on.
I do.
But it's funny, you see, I think...
kind of get on.
It's funny. Do you know, when you think about...
All bar one.
When you think about, like, families, I would say the majority of families are so... But a lot of them are very messed up. This person isn't talking to that person. This person is calling out that person. She, the father's friendly with the thing, but she's not friendly with her. And I think within those families, people kind of keep it to themselves because they kind of think it's unique to them.
Yeah.
But it's actually not. Like so many fucking families are. But I think. Sorry, yeah.
No, yeah. That is the way. It's completely fucking dysfunctional. But I think because I'm the baby and it's a couple of years between me, I've kind of got away. Like,
yeah, that's always the thing.
I probably get the most. Like, I'm probably the most liked. I would like to say.
Well, yeah, you can tell that by the way you carry yourself.
I'm in the most of. I'd say if they all had Bebo top 16 now, I'd still be in some of their top 16.
But doesn't that tell you about child rearing? And it doesn't that say to you just back the fuck off and leave kids alone in a way, like they'll, just like I was going to say the word soft touch, but you don't need to be, these helicopter parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh God, yeah.
Is it too hot in here? Is it?
No.
Yeah. Helicopter parents. So usually, if you, usually the youngest one in the family is the least
coolest, soundest,
is the least fucked up. The least fucked up. And why is that? Because the parents just let them off, and they didn't try imposing rules on them like they did with the first one. So I think that's a message to all new parents: lay off those kids, handle them with a soft touch. Oh God, that doesn't sound right, Daniel.
Dave and Rich's Guide to Parenting.
I saw a picture of you today, Daniel, when you were in in Poland. Were you making your Holy Communion? Or was it confirmation?
Communion, yeah.
And you were dressed, that was in Poland, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus! Oh, my heart nearly melted. The pure innocence and the pure naivety. Not naivety is wrong. It sounds negative, but just the purity and just the beauty of that little face. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And that's the thing. Is the word ephemeral, or it's so transitory. Childhood. It's just there and then it's gone. But kids, it's such a special part of the human life. And the best thing you can do for a human being is to give them a good childhood, Richie. You know what I mean? And that means just letting them fucking play in their own imagination.
Actually, speaking of that, did you not go for Joe Duffy's job? Because, he left.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wonder who's going
to... There was an open call for it. You might as well have thrown yourself in.
Oh, was there?
Yeah. That would have been pretty goddamn good.
But it's so funny, isn't it? Because you'd never... He was pretty special. He was the king of empathy and sad stories. He was like those dogs that can sniff out truffles.
Yeah.
Like he just, he could sniff it out. Yeah, and blah, blah, blah. And that's terrible. And we do love an old sad story in Ireland, because it takes the pressure away from our own lack of achievements. The achievements. The commitments. The achievements. The resentments. Anyway, okay, I'm just babbling here. So, you're going to Edinburgh. And so Richie Sheehy, erstwhile comedian, the future. Do you have a plan?
Plan, I'd say, Edinburgh. I'll do Edinburgh. I'm probably going to move to London.
Oh, yeah, right.
I am going to move to London.
Why do you say probably? Why do you say am? Why don't you say, why are you still prevaricating?
I was actually wanting to move to London early this year, but then I had so many fucking stag parties and weddings that I realised I just couldn't do it. So if you've invited me to a stag or a wedding this year, you fucking fucked me from my plans. It would have cost too much if I'd moved to London.
Do you like going to weddings?
I do like my friends, so yeah, I do generally, yeah. But they fucking cost so much money. It's ridiculous.
But Richie, what was did you have any destination weddings?
Yeah, so there was a wedding in Sicily, then there was a wedding in Chicago. This is all the last 2 months.
Fuck off. Wait a second. So when you got that invitation for Chicago one, did you think, way, or did you think, oh, for fuck's sake? Or you just thought, I'm going to have to go anyway, so it doesn't matter?
I know I was going to have to go. I actually thought Chicago was class. I'd never been there, but
right.
It was an American friend of mine that used to live here, and actually no one else in Ireland was able to go because one of our friends in the friends group was Russian, had visa issues. So then I was there going this girl has lived in Ireland for 4 years. We're the land of 1,000 welcomes. I was like, if I don't go, she's got no one from her 4 years in Ireland. I was like, so I felt really I should have went over with a green jacket with Ireland on the back, representing Team Ireland here.
Yeah.
We're not a bad nation. We're all right. Look, Chicago was class, and all the Sicily was class. But
what's class about Chicago, Richie Sheehy?
I thought I've been to the west coast of America a bit. I thought it was a million times better than San Francisco. Have you been to Chicago?
No.
Yeah, so there's a big fucking river. But yeah, there's just bars on the river. It's it's obviously a big city with fucking skyscrapers and shit. But then there's even a tiny beach in the fucking city. There's a free zoo. You know what I mean? It's just a pretty cool place. People were pretty sound. Actually, I went into a fucking Circle K, which is a 7-Eleven,
Yeah.
At 3 a.m. to get a hot dog or whatever, and I go in, and there's this big black lad behind the counter, and he literally goes, where are you from? And I was like, Ireland. He literally goes bangs the thing, walks around, gives me a hug, and he's just I love Ireland because Ireland loves black people.
Well, you see,
and I'm there, and I'm delighted with that.
Isn't that awesome though? I'm very proud of that.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. But that's pretty. It is a good nationality to travel under, but that definitely makes me very proud. It's funny. I was listening to this documentary about fucking Idi Amin. The real dictators, and he was talking about because he got obsessed with Scotland. He'd never been to Scotland, but he just said the Scottish Celts, they're not racist. Jesus, you wouldn't be looking to Idi Amin for moral guidance, but he was comparing the Scottish to the English, and the English are racist, but the Scottish aren't, and they love black people and vice versa. I don't know how I attach that story to your lovely story. I'm so sorry, Richie. Moving on. So you've been to I personally, weddings to me, destination weddings. And you think you're over all those weddings now?
I've got 2 more fucking weddings.
You're kidding me.
Edinburgh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, like, then I'm like, okay, now I can get back to my life, you know?
Yeah.
Now I can move to... No, the thing is, there's a couple of comics as well from Australia that are moving over, like Dan and Alessio, and they are moving to London. And then Mark might move as well, so we're like... And then there's another lad in London from Limerick that's there, so we're like, okay, if we get 5 of us in a house, we might actually be able to get a not ridiculously expensive deal.
Are you going to get married someday?
I don't know. I mean, maybe if I find someone, you know.
And how come you haven't found someone? Are you unable to form a truly loving partnership?
No. I've had relationships, you know, but you know yourself, you know, things happen. They break your heart. It takes like 2 years to fucking. Fucking God.
Have you gone through one of those motherfuckers?
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Have you gone? Have you had one bastard breakup? I mean, one horrible breakup.
Yeah, no, well, absolutely.
Have you had a
disgusting.
few? Have you?
No, I haven't had a few.
You've just had one.
Yeah.
And how long ago did that happen?
Do you know what?
Do you know what? Because it's still a bit close.
No, because I don't know if I can explain this without.
Why wouldn't you explain it without what?
Without then revealing it, you know.
Without revealing.
No. It's just because like some of the people involved, it's it's also within the relevant scope of
comedy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, I see.
And
sorry, let me speak on your behalf, Richie.
Let's edit that out. No, you don't edit that out.
So you're saying that if you opened up and said how difficult it was, or the pain, or the breakup, then you're revealing information that you don't want certain other people to hear. Is that the idea?
Well, yeah, it's not even that I don't want other people to hear. It's just like, I don't even want to be, you know.
Huh?
It's gone, it's done. I don't even want to, you know.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. Okay. Huh? Daniel? What am I missing out? I'm not missing out on cues.
You don't want to relive it, right?
I can talk about yeah, exactly it. I can talk about other relationships. I don't know, fucking.
Yeah, that's it. So you're like a World War I soldier. You just want to hold it in and not share it.
And that's
but you're the one who brought it up.
I know. In fairness, it's not that recent, but it's still within the realm of comedy. So don't want to.
Oh yeah. So you would suggest to any young comedians starting off, try not to have relationships with other comedians.
No, I wouldn't say that. Actually, no. Like, if the person is cool and hot, and
you're right.
To get with her, I would definitely do it. Every time.
Yeah. I agree with you. Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to these theoretical fucking rules that people lay down. And no, if you're vibing with a member of the other species, you know, and.
No, I had it on. I was on, I don't know, it was a Hinge or some shit when I was in LA, and I matched with this girl, and she was like, "Oh, I'm actually a comedian. I don't date comedians. Sorry."
Well, the only thing is, anyway, I was just talking about the breakups. I think usually in people's lives, people have one motherfucking breakup that is so heavy, so deep, cut so deep, that it really changes how they are in subsequent relationships.
Oh yeah.
Which I think, even though you have to go through so much pain, but it's you know, because I don't think. Yeah. Anyway, I went through one bastard of a breakup, and I mean, like, I had so much grief, and it didn't make sense. It went on for way too long. For me.
Oh, the aftermath.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the grief though, and it went on for way too long, and then I couldn't understand, like, what, I'm breaking up with a person, a woman, and the pain was way too big. It was disproportionate. For what had happened, and it was like a death or something. But it is funny. The way, you know, it's like the perfect storm. You know, you can meet somebody at a certain point in your life, and they can be this type of person, and then it's just like, and the relationship itself, it was very, you know, it was toxic, or it was very. It just we were not compatible. But it was very, when it did work on the rare occasions, it was very exciting.
It was fucking good, Lee, you know?
Yeah. But anyway, okay, so I'm trying to tease him out to talk about it, but he's still... He's like a little emotional poker player, this Richie Sheehy. I mean, he tells you what he tells you what he wants, but he's good. That's a good sign, Daniel, isn't it?
Yeah,
smart guy. But okay, Richie Sheehy, so heartbroken and so traumatized, he's still not ready to open up about it. But okay, Richie, goals. Where do you is that a stupid question, or are you just kind of like a force of nature and you're just tipping away and just hoping that something?
I'd like to just be able to just obviously keep doing stand up, and then also find some avenue to monetize that in a way that you can just live a decent life doing stand up. I'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'd take superstardom, but I wouldn't like the fame element of superstardom, but I'd like to have a load of money.
Why wouldn't you like the fame of superstardom? Are you crazy? People coming up to you and saying, "My God, I think you're amazing. Can I get my photo taken with you?"
Yeah, but if you completely lose your anonymity, because like it's nice, even with the Kevin Murphy stuff, people come up and ask you for photos. And I'm sure you probably get it all the time, but like if I'm in Liverpool, I was thinking of living in Liverpool, and then I went to Liverpool for the last game of the season in May, and like it's grand when you do this for like a weekend, but I was like, if this was every day of my life, it actually would be kind of, because like it's just constant. You're just literally constantly being asked for a photo. You know what I mean?
Jesus, listen to him complaining about being popular, Daniel. Isn't it sickening? I feel so sorry for you. Fuck off.
Around the radius.
You know what I mean? That's what you think you're working towards. It's a sign that you're doing well. Jesus Christ, I love it. I mean, you could walk around Cork and you could walk into any restaurant without even a reservation.
Like it's class when it happens, for like, oh, this happens on this weekend when people are nice. But like, if that was every day of your life, and if you were like actually a superstar, had no anonymity, it'd be so lame.
Get over yourself.
Well, unless you had loads of money, because if you had loads of money, then you can, just get nice air conditioned cabs to expensive fucking, rooftop places with sexy chicks. You know what I mean? That would be pretty cool.
Daniel, what do you...
But when you don't have money, you can't do that.
Would you like fame, Daniel?
Yeah, I like the perks anyway. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe your privacy might be gone. So then,
I always feel very nice when people say hello and wave. I just think, okay, they're all potential ticket buyers. So I just think it's people saying hello and wanting a picture taken, it's a side effect that things are okay. Like when people stopped fucking asking you to take pictures, I just think it's very good.
No, like it is. Look,
I don't know
it is
what
very
Richie
good.
is complaining about.
I do think it's very good. Even that weekend in Liverpool had a great time. You know what I mean?
Had a great time.
I had a very good time.
Well, I think very good.
Oh no, because like for example, my phone died.
I took advantage of
my phone died. I was actually staying in Manchester. My phone died. My train ticket was on my phone. And only for the fucking thing of like people knowing me from the Kevin thing. There was like a lad from Meath and just started talking to him. They just went drinking with him and all his fucking mates.
Yeah.
And then actually bumped into a guy that runs a bar that got me a gig the next day, like a music gig. So then I was like, oh yeah, that's very handy. Because if that wasn't the case, I had a dead phone, no charger, no train ticket. You know what I mean? Would have been effectively homeless.
Have you got yourself over the years into some mad scrapes that you've kind of like you've gone it's like almost been an adventure, like that sounds like an adventure. I don't know what I'm trying to ask, Daniel. I'm just Daniel, do you want to jump in please for any second?
Yeah, have you been in any crazy situations?
Good question. Like I definitely have, but I'm trying to think of something like that off the top of the head now.
Well, I just imagine, because I imagine, now I'm not saying you are, but I imagine you're the sort of person, you see, I took ecstasy when I was younger and, straight to the hospital, I had a panic attack. But there's something about you, Richie, and I'm not saying this is true or anything, but you're like a laboratory. Like you could experiment on Richie and he'd be fine. I'm not saying that is the case, by the way. I'm just projecting. But there's certain people Daniel, when you're growing up and, I did this and I did that and I did that. And then people around them go, oh, really? I want to do that. But no, I'm not that type of person. I can't do it, Daniel. I'm too sensitive, Daniel.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Keith Richards over here. So, Richie, look, it's so nice chatting to you. I think you're a very interesting person and got a lot of layers. Just tell us where you're playing in Edinburgh, just in case 3 people might hear this.
Yeah.
So, again.
So 4 p.m, a show called Two Guys, One Pub. That is at the Brass Monkey. And then 11 p.m. is a show called Diddy Party. And that is at Bar 50.
So you heard it here, folks. If you're in Edinburgh, really check Richie out at Richie Sheehy out
at Richie Sheehy, yeah, and at Mark's OK.
But anyway, if you're ever around a club and you see Richie Sheehy is performing, go and see him because he is quite a dude, very interesting, an oddity from another planet. He's visiting us temporarily. Check him out before he goes home. Thank you, Daniel Andrews.
I'm going to use that as a quote on my posters.
Thank you, Daniel Andrews, the horse rider of the apocalypse, protecting us from invisible demons. Okay, thank you, everybody. See you next week. Thank you, Richie.